the Jets also drafted a quarterback they haven't seen much of. Previously, Todd Bowles said Christian Hackenberg would only play in an emergency situation. Now the head coach says he might play this weekend in backing up Bryce Petty. Here's our Daily News Live crew with more on the Jets quarterback situation.
Sal, I'm going to put you in a tough spot here because you can't use any of the same phrases that Pat just used 5 minutes ago about Davis Webb. But why not play Christian Hackenberg?
Well, I actually agree with Todd Bowles in this one. We all want to see it because we want to, it's entertaining. You want to see what he could do out there in live game action. But in reality, if Todd Bowles thought he was any good or thought he could play at this level, he would be out there. They're going to evaluate Bryce Petty, and that's that. Maybe you see Hackenberg get into the game late, but I don't think there's an urgency other than, the sheer entertainment factor of wanting to see Hackenberg play.
I agree with everything you just said, but the problem with that is what does that say about Christian Hackenberg that he's not better? He can't get on the field ahead of this guy, Bryce Petty, who has not shown a whole lot in these couple of games. At this point, Hackenberg's been here 2 years. He hasn't gotten a snap. That pretty much tells you all you need to know about what the Jets feel about him.
Right, I agree. Let's stop the charade that he's continuing to develop for some future consecutive starts or a position like this when they are going to put him in. He was a second-round pick. He's a bust, and he would be in the game if he weren't.
Bust? He hasn't even played. I mean, you really need to evaluate Bryce Petty. Come on.
No, you don't. But it is bad, to your point, when you look at the NFL nowadays, and I always date back to the 2008 draft class with Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco, because prior to then, you never saw quarterbacks
play right away.
Right, rookie quarterbacks burst onto the scene and have success. That was unheard of. Both those guys did it, and then you've seen multiple guys come and do it since. Russell Wilson, a ton of guys have gone out there. Hey, to your point, Pat Mahomes is starting this week. So why can't you see a second-round pick from a couple years ago take the field? It shows you how bad Hackenberg must really be.
Time for a Ram rumor report, and there's a chance that even if the Jets don't fire Todd Bowles, Sunday could be his last game with Gang Green. According to reports, the Cardinals would be interested in Bowles if they decide to fire their coach. Bowles was an assistant in Arizona before he came to New York, so there might be some interest there.